Hello, everyone. So today I have a really interesting topic that I wanted to discuss with everyone. It is actually something called rejection sensitive dysphoria. First, I wanted to give you the definition of it, and then I was going to go into like my personal experience with this. So first, I wanted to say that it refers to the intense emotional pain and distress that autistic individuals can experience when they perceive rejection, criticism, or failure, often leading to overwhelming feelings of worthlessness and difficulty coping with these perceived setbacks. Um, First, I want to say, like, one thing that I've really experienced with this is always like a fear of failure. Like, I think I told my sister once that like every day that I go to work, it's like I perform like as if I am going to be fired. In which she had responded to me in that moment. She was like, "That's not healthy. That can actually lead to a heart attack." But the thing is, like, that's always been my performance. Is I always go every single day as like out of like fear of failure. That like, oh, if I make a mistake here or make a mistake there, I could be potentially terminated, because that's how big it grows in your brain. There was a corporation I worked for back in 2020, and I was brand new. So I came in the latter part of the year around October, and I was still in the training phases. And like my fear of failure there was, even though like the shift lead was still getting me acclimated with stuff, and I was still learning the processes, like I had this like major like fear of failure, because like even though they told me that I was doing good, like I didn't feel like I was actually doing good. Like I felt like I was holding stuff back. I felt like I was slowing stuff down, and I felt like that I was contributing to more work for other people. This actually led to me suddenly like sending a text message to the manager like, "Hey, like I don't think I can do this," because like I just had this massive fear of failure. I felt like that I was failing people and essentially like letting them down. There's also a fear of failure in like social situations. I told my sister once that when it comes to like social interactions, like especially like in my work setting right now, is a fear of simply not knowing what to do. Like, and when you don't know what to do, like it can absolutely terrify you, and it leads to you wanting to avoid it, because it's just like when you're walking past a group of people, there's certain like social norms, social customs that most people would like expect you to abide to. And the thing is, like, you don't want to be perceived the wrong way, because if you're not able to pick up those. And I told her that's one big thing for me, is the fear of that. Another like major fear of failure that I had is, well, actually, this was a failure. So my first go around like learning how to drive, like I didn't do, like I failed my first driving test, and like having to go back to essentially the drawing board and like restudy the book, do a abbreviated driver's ed course. Like there was a lot of fear of failure in terms of like repeating the actual on-road exam and getting like my physical license, because of I was thinking like, what if I fail again? And the thing is too, is just like I always am like conscious in terms of like what people put into stuff. So at that particular point in time, my then ex-girlfriend's mom had actually, like, she was showing me like how to learn how to drive. And then like it was absolutely devastating, like when I failed that first driving test. Like I was devastated. And I had told her, I was like, you was coming all this way to show me how to drive. And I felt like in that moment, like that I didn't keep my end of the deal. Like I didn't keep my end of the bargain, because there was no payout. Like there was no end result. Like, and I was devastated, because I was like, she did all this and I don't have a way to show her that it worked out. Like, so after that, like I was truly scared, like for this next exam. I had put everything into it. And I was just thinking like, this has to work. And like, I'm going to go back and redo everything and try to adequately like prep my mind for it. And just like calm my nerves, because I have to, in some capacity, I have to be able to show her like, hey, like all the weeks that you came to show me how to drive, I have to be able to show that like it paid off. It paid off, and I was able to get my license.